Alright, hi everyone. Today I'm gonna make a quick video about the Benelli M4 and the Komando P4. Before we start, this is the Komando, which is Turkish clones of the Benelli M4, and this is the original Benelli M4. Both these are mine. I bought them. The first one I bought is the Komando, and after that I bought the Benelli, but let me explain why. First, the Komando is in Canada because I'm from Canada. You can have almost the exact same clone of the Benelli with the Sulun Arms TAC 12 and the Canuck operator shotgun. This is the Komando P4, which is about the same shotgun that you can have, a clone, I mean. So first thing, the price on this one is without taxes. Here in Canada, it's about $740, I think, without taxes. And this one, the Benelli in Canada right now, it's about 2.5K with the $2,500. There is a big gap between them, and I think I know why. So first thing I want to talk about, it's the Komando. I'm gonna show you some things that I think. First, it's a little detail that I think it's really weird. So since this gun is made in Turkey, you can see there's only Turkish markings, and in North America we are used to like 12 gauge and the chamber size and everything. On this one there's not much. There's like Armo X, which I think it's the exporter of the shotgun, and the serial number with 19A, beginning with 19A, and 1276. So first I thought the 12 was for 12 gauge, and it's actually for 12 gauge, and 76 is for 76 millimeters chamber, which is 3 inches for a North America shotgun. This one, it was designed for the US, so it's all standard. I mean, you got a serial number, you got a M4, Benelli markings everywhere, and the 12 gauge 3 inches, 76 millimeter, 2-inch 3/4 or 3-inch shells in English. And this is the other serial number, because I just discovered that Benelli shotguns have 2 different serial number, one on the receiver and one in the barrel. So let's talk about both of these shotguns, stock to barrel. All right, so first the Komando. You can see the stock is looking a little bit different because it's not the same design at all. So this one is a little bit like an AR-15 stock, which you press this button, and as you can see, it's just like an AR, and there's multiple position you can adjust the stock. So to fold it down, just press, and this is the shorter it can be. So you can see that the Benelli is actually a little bit shorter by design. So this is I think it's a 7 or 6 position stock. The Benelli, the Benelli is almost the same, but you can see that the stock is made out of metal. This one is made out of plastic. Just by the feel of it, it's very easy to, just by the look of it too. So this one is made out of steel, and this part, the cheek rest, is made out of some kind of polymer, and this one is clearly like plastic. The Benelli, you need if you know the stock, you just twist like a 45 degree, and there's 3 positions, so you can adjust it. One-handed, it's a little bit hard to do, but on any other video you'll see that. All right, so now pistol grip. Pistol grip feels a lot the same. The size are exactly the same. On the Benelli, it's a little bit more rubberish, more grip. I kind of like it more on the Benelli than the Komando, which is also rubbered, but it seems just a little bit different. The safety switch, actually, I prefer the safety switch on the Komando because it's a bit smoother, more easy to push. And on the Benelli, maybe it's just because it's brand spanking new. The Benelli, maybe I shot like 50 shells out of it since I bought it a month ago, and it's a little bit stiffer, but as you can hear, probably it's a little bit stiffer, but it's worked well. It's just a little details. The sights right now. All right, so the Komando P4, it says on the description on the website that I bought it, it says that it has ghost rings. All right, so everyone in the gun community know what ghost ring is, and look at this. These are actually not ghost rings. They are like V-notch type sights that you can see on rifle. I mean, for a shotgun, it's nice to have some ghost sights for quick acquisition. These sights are made like for shooting slugs only, or they work pretty well. I mean, you can do everything with those sights, but they are not ghost sights. This is the standard Picatinny rail on top, and the fins are like I don't know how to call this. So these parts here are a little bit thinner than the ones on the Benelli, which we're gonna see in a few moments. And the front sights, you can see there's it's like a fiber optic front sight. So the Benelli, these are actually ghost sights. So this is a standard ghost sight you can see on Benelli shotguns, and as you can see they're a lot thicker. The protection of the sights are a lot thicker. This is a standard Picatinny rails, which is actually separate from the sights. On the Komando, they are actually on the same rail. Everything is on the same rail. So if you take out the rail, everything comes with it. And the front sight of the Benelli M4, which is a standard. It look a lot like a front post of an M4, M16 actually. All right, so next step, receiver. They are actually the same. The only thing, the difference I see, it's the finish. The finish on the Benelli M4 is by the price you can tell anyway. It's a lot better than the Komando P4, which is fine, but it's not the same one. Charging handle, the bolt, everything feels the same. The bolt release button on the Komando is actually better than the Benelli. It's a lot bigger, and the edges are smoother than the Benelli. Look at this one. This is the Benelli. It's smaller and they are pretty sharp. So I love to shoot my Benelli with gloves actually, when you're doing some drills or anything like that. They're actually the same over there. So the barrel now, these come with 18.5 inches barrel, which is the standard on Benelli M4. It's actually the same length, both of them. The finish on the barrel is on the Benelli is better than the Komando P4 for reasons. It's actually good on this one too. I mean, if you want a Benelli and not pay the actual price of the Benelli, this one is a go-to. It's very fun. It's just by the look. I mean, I love Benelli M4s. It's always been my favorite shotguns. You can see it in almost every game. And sorry for the focus. I just realized it was a little bit blurry. What I was saying. Okay, yeah. And the mag extension. This one is a 5+1 for regulation in Canada. Since it's a semi-auto shotguns, it's limited to 5, but you cannot see it like the Benelli M4, which is you can unscrew this. This is actually the mag. I think it's stopping about here, and you can change these pieces so it can look more like this. This is like more the M1014 like mag tube extension. For disassembly, the gun is exactly the same. Actually, when I bought the Komando, Since there is not a lot of video on this shotgun, I was watching some Benelli M4 disassembly, cleaning, lubing. It's exactly the same thing. There's the sling swivel over here, and I think you're using this one over here for the stock Benelli M4. It's right here, and under the mag tube right here. Overall, both these shotguns are very good. I mean, you must be wondering why I bought the Benelli M4 if I have the Komando, but the simple question is, any gun guy will understand. In the last year, my financial situation did change, so I could buy the Benelli. So I said, and they are very hard to find in Canada, actually, with this setup. This is the 11707 model, which is the pistol grip and the retractable stock. They're very hard to find, so I did find one in Montreal in a gun store. So I mean, I bought it and I'm very happy with it. And that shotgun too, I did have a lot of fun with it. Now maybe I'm gonna keep it a little bit, but I'm planning to sell it probably to a friend or something like that, because there's actually no point of having both these shotgun at the same time. Or maybe yes, maybe if I love to collect things, I can keep this one. I don't know. So I mean, the price again, this one is about $800 and this one is about $2,500. And oh yeah, and you can see this case actually. When you're buying the Benelli, it came with owner's manual, a clean kit. There's a modified choke in the barrel, and it's about it. I mean, it's the only thing that came with the gun. But the Komando, when you buy it, it came, and actually in this case, in this art case, I like it a lot because it's slim and it's the right size exactly for the gun. So I'm actually using this case for my Benelli, and this one I actually got another case. So if you're buying the Komando for $800, you got the art case, and you have this little box that is some choke tubes. Actually, you have the cylinder, improved cylinder, modify, full choke, and the I don't know which one is between the full and the modify. It's improved modify, or I don't know. Anyway, and the good news is I can actually use these chokes in the Benelli because the threading on the chokes are exactly the same for the Komando and the Benelli M4. All right, and one of the things, I did shot both. I'm using most of the time I'm using double hot box shot from Winchester, I think, and maybe it's just me or I don't know, but by the feeling, the Komando is kicking a little bit more than the Benelli. I'm not sure if it's because the recoil spring is not the same, or I don't know. But for me, the Komando was kicking a little bit more than the Benelli. Like I said, maybe it's not, but it's by the feeling. And talking about feelings, when you grab the Benelli, it's just by the feel of it, you know, it's like the real thing, you know. And I don't know how to explain it, but maybe it's the weight or I don't know. Maybe you'll understand. And this one is a little bit lighter actually, but maybe it's the steel is not the same. And oh, and by the way, this is the pin that hold all the trigger systems, and for unknown reason it's reversed from the Benelli, as you can see, the large part that all the trigger, the pin is right here, and on the Komando it's actually right here. All right, so these are the two. All right, so if you have any more question, just comment and I'll see what I can do. And it's about it. Maybe I'll make another video if I'm at the range with both of these. So you can see, but they are exactly the same. So I don't know. I'll see. All right. So thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments if you have any question.